Hello Terra Novola ICM and hello world. Today we are going to be drawing a card from the messages from your animal spirit guides. Again, we're working with Stephen Farmer here, or Stephen D. Farmer, PhD, whatever you like. So yeah, messages from your animal spirit guides. That's a mouthful. So again, we're working with that more earthy energy. And again, if we're talking about spirit guides, we're combining that sort of universal energy, that celestial energy, with something more concrete, more human, more earthy that we can kind of take in and understand. So earlier this week, we kind of had a really potent little zinger of a message, like, hey, you got choices. You need to make them, you need to own them, kind of thing. So we'll see what the universe has for us here at the end of the week. So I want everyone, before we get started, take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let it go and let it flow. Hope everyone has had a good week. I'll show you this deck. Again, we've worked with this before, but I like to show you all again, just as a reminder. It's got this nice little, I think that's a blue heron. So, water bird. There we go. That one was quick. Oh, I'm about to draw all the other cards. But we got this one. Polar bear. I love that artwork. It's kind of like watercolors. So, polar bear. And it says, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. So, yeah, that kind of goes with what we were told at the beginning of the week, right? And so I think ultimately we're having a theme here of empowerment. And I think that comes from owning the fact that we have a choice, that's always there. And if nothing else, we have a choice of how we react. We have the ability to draw boundaries with other people. And we have to do that. I think there is this sort of negative connotation, particularly with women, that if women say no, or if the women say, I'm not comfortable with this, or I'm not doing this, or you need to ask somebody else, or whatever it is, that woman is a bitch. Now, some women are empowered by that and own it, and that's great. I happen to be one of those. But other women, I think, are very uncomfortable with that. Like, that you're somehow being mean to people if you're not constantly apologizing for being alive and saying yes to everything they ask you to do. And it's just like, no, boo-boo, we don't do this. Only apologize to people if you've actually done something wrong. If you haven't done anything wrong, then there's no need to apologize. This is a huge pet peeve of mine, especially like if I'm in a grocery store or somewhere else and, I bump into someone or I'm trying to get around someone or someone's trying to get around me and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, no, you're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to exist. You are allowed to exist. Say, excuse me. Okay? You can't make something. Say, I can't make the meeting. I'll get back to you. You don't apologize for having a life. You don't apologize for existing. You don't apologize for taking up space. You only apologize if you've actually done something wrong. And I'm afraid that there's so much misogyny in the world that so many women think that just existing and taking up space is somehow wronging someone, and it's not true. And of course, the double standard to that is if a man, draws a boundary and says no, then he's being strong and assertive and showing leadership qualities. Yeah, maybe he is. Maybe he's being a bitch too. Who knows? Maybe a woman showing strong, assertive leadership abilities when she says no. I don't really like double standards. I mean, if y'all haven't noticed, when I'm talking here, where I kind of stand on these things. But ultimately, I think the biggest overall theme that we're seeing this week is about personal empowerment, and that is understanding that you have a choice, and that is standing up for yourself and drawing boundaries. You know what? And if you're standing up for yourself and you're speaking your truth respectfully, and you're using your I words, I think, I feel, I can't, I won't, then you're doing everything you reasonably can. Okay, you're doing everything that you can do, and that's enough. We're not here to make life perfect for every other person on the planet. That's not how life is not meant to be gone through unchallenged. Okay, you're supposed to be challenged. everyone is supposed to be challenged. So I think people are trying to get out of their challenges and get out of the consequences. It's unsporting, it's cheating a little bit, and that's not okay. And we're not to accommodate or appease that kind of stuff. So you don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be rude. I personally like being aggressive. Okay, but other people, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be aggressive. You can just say, I'm not going to do this. And that's the end of it. You know, that you don't have to be a shrinking violet, and you don't have to be, you don't necessarily have to be a bear either. I really like this picture though. So maybe if you want to be a polar bear, this cute little bear here, that's okay. So, yeah, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. Because the no attachment to outcome, people are going to do what they're going to do. You are not responsible for other people's reactions. You're not responsible for their feelings. And you're not responsible for whatever things are going on in their life at the moment. So, that's just how it is. All right, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, because again, we're getting some pretty punchy stuff here this week. Right before Halloween, right? Please let me know in the comments below. Please stop by our floating classroom while you can. Post your costume pictures and let us see your happy smiling faces. Also, we want to see your kids and your dogs and your cats and all your other pets dressed up too. So, come on down, talk to us. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye for now.